Anyway, welcome back to the stew. If you're new here, this is where we stir up conversations that matter. I'm your host, Ray.
And I'm Tanesha. Tonight we're getting into a very controversial topic that's going to have some folks ready to argue in the comments. Do single mothers raise better men than two-parent households?
Yeah, listen up. This one is deep. Some people say single mothers build strong, independent men who know how to grind because they seen their mother do it alone. Others argue that having both parents gives kids better foundations, especially when it comes to teaching boys how to be men.
Wow. And we're not just talking opinions tonight. We want your take. Make sure you hit us up on our social media outlets. Let us know what you think. Did being raised by a single mother make you stronger, or do you think you missed out on something?
Yeah, first let's acknowledge the fact that single mothers do it all, working, raising kids, teaching life lessons. Some say this creates men who respect women more, work harder, and don't make excuses.
I guess the question is, do they really raise stronger men from the
Uh,
single mother advantage?
that's gonna be a big debate, honestly, when you think about it, because everybody I know raised by a single mother. I know some strong individuals that handle their business, so I don't know. I know a couple that grew up with both, but not a lot. So I don't really have insight into that. That's why we're gonna have to have a part 2 with this. We're gonna have to look in the comments, see what other people say. Because, I got an opinion on it from what I've seen, but other people might have seen more.
Okay. So, right. A lot of successful men, athletes, CEOs, entertainers credit their single mothers for everything they have achieved. Look at LeBron James, Barack Obama, Jay-Z, all raised by single mothers.
Yeah, they did some big stuff. Now let's flip it. Some argue that boys need their fathers to teach them how to be men. A single mother can do everything, but she can't show a boy how to be a man. I kind of agree with that, because certain stuff you learn later. Like, your mother lays the foundation, but they're not really teaching you how to be a man. That comes later. If you have no examples, you will figure it out later. It's gonna be way later. That's what I feel like. But yeah, it's like probably 5 sides to this type of story, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like I'm looking on the outside, so I really don't know from internally or from the inside. But I guess it's a question here. Does being raised by a single mother make men more resilient, responsible, and hardworking?
I think so.
Or if you were raised by a single mother, do you feel like it made you stronger?
Man, it's
I
really,
guess y'all can call in as well or let us know as well.
yeah, it's really the life lessons. I mean, one parent can do it all. I mean, like, it's both of us raising our kids, but I feel like I knew more, I learned more just because the environment I grew up in, I guess.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
not to say my mother taught me a lot. It was more the environment, people that were around, you know, the experiences, everything was a little different.
Okay. That's real. It's different learning how to handle emotions, responsibilities, and discipline when you have a man guiding you. Some men raised without dad struggle with anger, relationships, or even understanding their own role as fathers. I guess the question is something critical missing when a boy is raised without his father?
Yeah, it is. But you saying struggle with what you say? Emotion, anger?
It says some men raised without dads struggle with anger, relationships, or even understanding their own role as a father. Like, how is they supposed to be a father if they never been around it to know how to do it?
Yeah, okay. So, being raised by your mother, you seen what she did, right? And then you have kids. You don't know what a man's supposed to do if you never seen it. Ain't
Exactly.
no book you can go read about it. So it's like, yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a lot of stuff a man to teach you that the woman don't even have a clue about. That's what I feel like. As me being older, it's just developing more as I got older. Like, my firstborn gonna be different than my lastborn because of the stuff I know. stuff I learned on the way.
Right, because once you know better, you do better. I mean, that's
Yeah,
just what it
facts.
is. Um, you think if your father was around, what do you feel like you missed out on?
You missed out on a lot. You missed out on a role model, somebody that look like you, probably act like you, that you can, kind of model your life after, you know. So I remember being a kid. My father was around when I was younger. I used to want to be just like him until he wasn't in the picture. Then I didn't really think about him. But that role model there, consistent, it shows you a foundation of what you should be doing, how you should be acting, how you should carry yourself. Like a lot of boys grow up with a lot of emotion now, and it ain't good. You see them doing stuff based off emotion. I don't feel like a man should move off of emotion. But I kind of felt like that even younger. But I know you don't supposed to move off emotion now as a man. Like that's what I kind of teach my boys. You got to think before you react. Like can't move off emotion. You'll be in a bad situation if you do. Now we can argue that the fact that some single mothers didn't choose this. Some fathers are absent due to mass incarceration, systemic barriers, or even just being forced out of kids' lives. Like you see that too.
Mm. So what about the fathers that wasn't like just didn't have none of those excuses? What do we say to that?
They was doing them. I mean,
Would we call them selfish? I don't
I,
know.
I
What is
mean
it?
that's what
Like,
people
cause
got.
it seemed like in that era, like if they didn't have those barriers,
Hmm.
I still feel like it was a lot of men that wasn't around when they should have been.
Okay, now you see this a lot too. Dudes get with women. These women know they got kids, right?
Yeah.
They don't too much care about that, but it's like real women gonna ask you, "Hey, well, where your kids at? You gonna bring them around? This, and that." You know, like I remember being younger. My daddy was with this one female. I used to be over there all the time, like all the time. And I just see a lot of you see that in social media with females saying that if he ain't around his kids, I don't want to be with him. But then you got some that don't want you to be around your kids because the baby mama element. Like maybe he still got feelings for them. They be insecure about themselves, so they don't want them to even be around that or even dealing with the female, especially if they was in a relationship for a while. Like it's all kind of circumstances with that.
Yeah. I would say that the man has to be like stronger.
Yeah, they gotta do what they gotta do, even if they gotta go to court. Like
Right.
that's what it is. You can't make excuses for that because all your kid gonna remember is you wasn't there. They
Exactly.
don't care about what happened.
Right. They don't care about what's going on over
Yeah,
there.
especially if you're in the same state. Oh, that's just crazy.
Yeah. And they gonna feel some type of way. So
Yeah, especially too. Say you got younger siblings that grew up with your father, with the father, and
exactly.
you didn't.
Exactly.
They got a whole different experience than you.
Exactly. So they gonna feel some type of way. So what like it's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I don't know. Salute to the dudes that do everything to be in their kids'
Exactly.
lives, though.
Exactly. Because
Like,
that's what's needed. We need the fathers and we need the mother and fathers in these kids' lives. You know,
facts.
it's critical.
It is. Yeah. But far as how a kid outcome, how they turn out, I don't feel like sometimes you got kids all kids are different. You could raise these three kids the same way. You're gonna have three different results.
Exactly. Because they got three different personalities.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing: not all two-parent homes are healthy. Some kids grow up watching toxic relationships, abuse, or emotional neglect. So, does having two parents really make a difference if the household isn't a happy one? Hmm. Let us know. um,
I say it probably wouldn't. It probably
you-
scarred it. I mean, they probably need therapy after that.
right?
You never know.
Yeah. So then another question: are two-parent homes automatically better, or does parenting quality matter more than the number of parents?
Parenting quality is if you just there and you ain't implementing nothing, you ain't got no structure about what's going on. It's like they ain't even had no parents.
Right.
I
I
don't
feel like
care
it's just as bad.
if it don't even matter.
right.
You seen that Boosie interview, right?
Man, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Like
Let's talk about
I
it when
mess
we
with
done with our
Boosie.
segment. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, that's a whole nother one. But like, it's like, shit, I agree in most of the stuff he said.
So, audience, if you grew up in a 2-parent home, do you think it made a difference? Or was it just about the parents' relationship? Let's hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Even just visually seeing it.
Yeah, visually seeing it, but it needs to be healthy. It doesn't need to be toxic because then they going to think that's okay.
Yeah, that's just facts. Yeah, we need more real conversations like this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
get more people
I don't know what's
engaged.
going on with my mic, but
you
yeah.
know.
I feel like I can't hear myself sometimes.
I hear you clear.
Oh, okay.
You just keep touching it, keep making noise. But, you know, can single mothers really do it? Or do boys need their father? They definitely need their fathers, or some type of father figure, even if it's a grandfather, an uncle. They got their stuff all the way together. That ain't going through nothing. That could really teach them stuff. Like
Right.
yeah.
And I try to think on the women's perspective, like we need our dads as well. We need someone to tell us how to navigate this world. It's like, or, it's needed.
Yeah, but they gotta listen. I got a daughter. I think she listened to 10% of stuff I say. Like when it kind of relationships and stuff.
Yeah.
She got an experience in herself.
That's awesome though. It's awesome, even though she might not realize it right now. Well, she realized it, but it is just awesome because a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you're right.
right. And then you got men who are just deadbeats. Men who have no excuse but simply refuse to set up. So, are single mothers raising kids alone because they have to? Or are some men just choosing not to be fathers? Single mothers, do you choose this life or was it forced on you? Fathers, do you feel like some men get pushed out of their kids' life unfairly? Let us know. Because we all know.
Hey, people gotta make good decisions too. People be out kicking it and partying and doing what they want to do, and then
Exactly.
okay, oh no, I'm pregnant.
Be
Dude, like,
responsible.
hey, I don't even know you like that, but you still want to have this kid.
Yeah, you gotta be responsible. You gotta expect I just feel like if you sleep with anybody, if you unprotected, it's a possibility. So
Yeah, but
you
when
need
people
to be
partying
careful
and drinking,
because ain't no guarantee that they gonna take a plan B or that plan B gonna work. Because
ain't no guarantee he gonna kick
talking
it.
about fertile. Okay, let me stop.
Anyway, ain't no guarantee he even want kids. Like, it's a lot of different
Ain't
situations.
no guarantee she gonna listen. Like,
but
no.
you need a village.
Yeah, you do. You need a village to raise a child. When you don't have that village, you're gonna have to step it up 10 times, 10 toes.
You're gonna be tired all the time.
Exactly.
I mean, it's me and her. I still after work
Exhausted.
and then these extra sports, like man, I'll be
exhausted.
burnt out. I can't wait to Friday.
Talk about Starbucks coffee. Extra shot of espresso.
I be trying to drink water.
Yeah, so tonight's discussion was heavy, and I know y'all got even more to say in the comments. Whether you think single mothers raise better men or that fathers are absolutely necessary, the truth is there's no one size fits all answer. Make sure y'all tune in next Saturday at 6 p.m. We got another controversial topic coming your way. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this episode. Until next time, keep stirring up conversations that matter. Unless you want to talk about Boosie, we can talk about the Boosie episode.
Nah, I mean, we'll catch y'all next time, but drop them comments so we can get back to part 2 because, it's a lot to talk about. You got plenty of people, different opinions, perspectives.
Exactly.
So drop them comments.
It's heavy.
We're going to talk about Boosie tomorrow. We could do
And I'm
Boosie
ready to
tomorrow.
talk about Boosie now, but okay, we can talk about Boosie tomorrow.
We can do that tomorrow.
All right. Until next time.
Yeah, we catch y'all next time on the stool.
Peace.
All right.